Greetings from Da Nang, Vietnam. I'm glad to be back. I was in Ho Chi Minh City, and this is my favorite coffee shop. Let me show you guys the scenery. Those beautiful flowers are covering things up. But as you can see, they have the koi fish over the bridge. Absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I am drinking salted coffee, and they have the best baristas here. And this is my favorite. This is hot salted coffee. Sometimes I get the ice. It's kind of cool today. I would say it's about maybe 73 degrees. I love the salted coffee. It's a little bit of sweet and sour. And as always, they give you the delicious green tea. So I've had a couple of videos that I did in Ho Chi Minh City. I wanted to tell you guys about Ho Chi Minh City. Ho Chi Minh City, aka Saigon, because it was called Saigon years before, and then they gained their independence through Ho Chi Minh, and they named the city after him. Go back and see my video about that because it's not very long. I think it's under 5 minutes, but it educates you on Ho Chi Minh City. And I think you'll like that video. I also did a video on Passport Bros because a lot of people want to know about the real, the good, the bad, and the ugly of living or in Southeast Asia. And um, so I wanted to talk about that as well. There's so much I want to talk to you guys about. So go back and reference that video and let me know if you have any questions because it is real out here. And there is, sexism and exploitation and things like that you need to be careful with, um, especially if you're coming over here to find love or whatever. It's some things you need to know and legalities you need to make sure that you're following if you are wanting to either visit Southeast Asia or live in Southeast Asia. Hey, Peter, how are you? Yes, I am back in Da Nang after spending about 3 days in Ho Chi Minh City. Ho Chi Minh City is quite unique and interesting in its own right. It is, I would call it like New York City of Vietnam. It's very, very busy. I mean, cars like this far apart from each other. Um, and I didn't get to walk as much. Here in Da Nang, I used to watching. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're watching it. So in Da Nang, I was watching. I walk a lot here, and miles, like I said, between 5 and 20 miles. Yeah. I was at which restaurant was I at? Meraki. It was a coffee shop. Gojo fan, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. Where are you from? So yeah, Peter, I was there, and I was just saying that it was really nice, but just a little too crowded for my taste. And I'm a big city girl, but um, it was just too crowded to the point where you couldn't really walk. But I did get my nails done there, and they're quite beautiful, I must say, with the cat eye effect. You see that? So, and it was only, I can't believe this. When she told me the price, I just gave her double because I gave her the tip the same as the price, 8 USD. I don't know what happened. It dropped. Watching from South Africa, overdose 300 grams of caffeine supplements. Now I've been awake. Oh yeah, this coffee in Vietnam is pretty strong too. I better watch that. But thanks for watching. Um, so So in Ho Chi Minh City, I was there for business. But through the time I was there, I really had a successful meeting, and so I think that I'll be coming to you with a video about that soon. I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but I got some things brewing. We'll just say that, and building relationships as I'm traveling. I'm not just travel living, as I call it, because when you travel for like 6 months, it's not just traveling; it's travel living. So, it's I'm building relationships, and there's a lot of business ideas I have. So, if you're interested in starting your own business, especially in America, they've got some awesome small business. This is like the small business hub, in my opinion. You know, Southeast Asia, because you'll see a business like, say, a restaurant or a nail shop or a pharmacy, any business, and then there's another business in front of that business. So it'll be like a food cart, somebody selling fruit. There'll be like so many different things. And entrepreneurship is beautiful here. It's like I've never seen. And I think that it's safe to say that we could adapt some of those things in America because there's a lot of people that want to have passive income or multiple streams of income. And I think that it's a lot of things we can learn from this quote unquote third world country, they say. So again, I'm drinking salty coffee and it's very delicious, very strong. The coffee here in Vietnam is probably the strongest in the world. Let me know it's throughout Southeast Asia to many, many countries. And I can't, Thailand doesn't have stronger coffee. Laos doesn't have, I mean, I have not had any coffee stronger. Now I hear Brazil is the capital of, they make the most coffee there, but I don't know about the strongest. So I think it's Arabic coffee or something like that, or Arabic. I don't know how to say it, but yeah. So yeah, that's what I noticed about Ho Chi Minh City. Watch my video on Saigon, also now known as Ho Chi Minh City. But a lot of people don't know that that's the same city. They think that they're two different, like Saigon, Vietnam, and Ho Chi Minh City. They're the same. It used to be called Saigon, and then they adopted the name of a special leader that they had, Ho Chi Minh, and so that's hence the name Ho Chi Minh City. So I did a video that was very brief, not a long video, under 5 minutes, and it explains to you the history of Saigon. So I welcome you to go watch that video. I got a lot of rest yesterday. All the traveling sometimes it takes a toll on your body. So, what I said is during these lives, I'll try to give you tips that if you are looking to travel abroad, some things that you consider. One is a couple of days before traveling, I would suggest that you um, get vitamin C and drink or take a supplement, maybe like emergency, whatever you can provide. Specifically, maybe 1,000 milligrams if you can. They have the little vitamin C shots here that they sell at like the stores, 7-Eleven and Big C and stuff like that. And you could just buy them for really, really cheap, maybe 30 cents USD. So I would say that you should stack up on that every day. And fiber is very important. Hey Tyler, how are you? Where you from? Thanks for joining. I'm at a coffee shop here in Da Nang, Vietnam, drinking my salted coffee, which it is very strong this morning. North Carolina. Me and my husband are trying to figure out places in the next 10 years that we will retire to in the US, and that is on our list, North and South Carolina. So we're definitely thinking about that. It's just seems a lot more freer than where I'm from in Detroit, Michigan, and the weather is a lot milder too. And we're looking as we get into our golden years to um, move somewhere like that. And be my girlfriend, I can't because I have a wonderful husband. That wouldn't be cool. But thank you for, I guess I would consider that a compliment. I'm a very seasoned woman, so for someone to say something like that, I guess I should take it more of a compliment. Let me, I'm gonna see if I can put, there we go. Okay, that way I have more of a head-on shot than looking down. But yeah, so another thing I would say if you're looking to visit abroad or move abroad is don't pack a lot of stuff. Try if you, whatever your allowance is from the airline, like they allow you to check on luggages and say they're usually like 20 kilograms each, that you pack all your things in one luggage and then bring another empty luggage so that way you can bring back souvenirs. So that would be a great tip, I would say. And and then whatever you're allowed to bring, bring, even if you bring it empty. So if you can bring a personal item and a carry-on, bring your backpack and it's empty, or, you know, I cannot be your girlfriend. I told you I'm married. Now you're making it weird now, Tyler. Yeah, you can be my friend. Yeah, sure, absolutely. Um, so yeah, that would be something that I would do differently. Another thing is to absolutely make sure that you bring 2 iPhones at least. I brought 3, but maybe that was overkill, but and I'm not a person that really loses things, but iPhones are more expensive over here because it is considered an import, um, because it is American product. So one of the few things that is more expensive is iPhones. So if you are an iPhone user, which is kind of hard to navigate if you're not here, to be honest. But I would bring two. So, like, I brought an iPhone 13 and an iPhone 16. And when I say bring two, then make sure that they're not locked because you can't get an eSIM on a locked phone. So, no, I don't send email messages. But I have the same name on Facebook, and you can send me a messenger if you have any questions or anything under this same name here. But yeah, so that is something I would definitely say that you should do. Also, make sure that if you don't know the area, so when you're booking places to live, don't be afraid to call those places on WhatsApp and ask them like, how far are you from the beach or how far are you from the airport? Because what you don't want to do is book something that's far away from everything, especially when you're not familiar with that country or that city. You want to book things that are in the happening area where you can walk to things. And so you want to make sure that they're near, like my hotel is off of the beach. So I can walk to the beach. So, you just want to make sure that you're not far away from everything and, things like that. So that's one of my biggest things that I've learned. One time in Chiang Mai, Thailand, I had a Airbnb. Oh my God, it was so far from everything. Nobody wanted to even take me out there. So, and it cost a lot of money for me to transport. Yes, I am still, hi, Brill. Yes, I am still in Asia. I'm in Da Nang, Vietnam right now. I don't know if it shows up on my little title or not where I am, but I try to put it in every time. Where are you from, Brill? Hello. Yeah, so, um, yeah, I'm in this beautiful coffee shop. Let me see if I can show you guys. Yep, so it's beautiful. This is my favorite coffee shop. They have a nice koi fish pond. It's really beautiful, and I think you can buy fish food and feed the fish as well. Yeah, everybody's happy. Oh, thank you. Is it Ramiz Ramiza? Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. I am happy, but I do miss my family very much. So, but I am not here just for travel. I am a travel content creator, I'm a journalist, and also I am here for business, um, for real estate business. So, oh, Rome. Oh, that's beautiful. I would love to come there. I have not been to Rome. I would love to come there. Actually, me and my husband were discussing going to Italy. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, in America. So Motown, where all the Motown hits were made, like Michael Jackson's Motown, and I mean he made his music at Motown Records, which is in Detroit. Stevie Wonder and Smokey Robinson, the Miracles, all of those people. No, I am partnering with a home manufacturer here that that builds sustainable homes. So I'm bringing their business. I'm going to be a U.S. representative with them and partner with them. So I personally am not buying anything here. I'm trying to get them to partner with me in America. Yes, the weather here is usually between 70 degrees Fahrenheit and 105, depending on the season. So it's pretty good. Right now, this is winter and it's the rainy season. So it's a lot milder. I would say on average, it's between 75 and 85 degrees, which is perfect for me. No, my voice is very raspy. No, I don't have a cold. I just have a raspy voice. And I'm drinking tea. No, and you know what? That's funny you say that because a lot of people always ask me if I can sing because my voice is so raspy. Not at all. I wasn't given that talent, which my husband says would be unfair because I have a lot of skills. I'm an artist, I do tattoos, I draw, I salesperson, I'm a journalist. I do so many things, and my husband said it would be unfair if I could sing too. He always says that. You said I speak well, so they should accept me. Well, it's very friendly. Wow, I don't know why it keeps dropping. Sorry. But to answer your question, bro, I've never had a problem being accepted anywhere. Am I 35? I wish. Thank you. My daughter will be 30. I am 52 years old. But I've been blessed and highly favored, and I think that has a lot to do with my youthful look, because people here even can't believe my age. So show the little plants. Okay, let me show you guys them. And then you can see the koi fish pond there. It's got lots of little things to look at. Very beautiful. Thank you, Brill. Thank you. I try to take care of myself, and with the wonderful access to Korean skincare over here, it's helped. Trust me. Yeah, and I just I had an amazing experience. This is my second time getting my hair washed. Nothing like getting your hair washed over on this side of the world. They washed my hair for 75 minutes. Oh my God, and they use all kind. It's a 21 step process, and they wash your hair and they put oil and different kind of conditioners in it, and so this is it in its natural state, and they don't do anything to it because they don't know how to do like 4C hair, like kinky curly hair. So I brought my some of my own products, and brought my brush and detangler comb and stuff, and did that part. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Brill. I appreciate it. Yeah, the fish and plants are beautiful here. There's so many. It's the coffee shops here offer so much. The coffee is delicious, and right now I'm drinking salted coffee, which is absolutely delicious. And they also give you green tea with every cup of coffee because it kind of balances the sweetness. Thank you. I will. I'm definitely enjoying my stay here. I am off to Bali next. So keep following, and you will see me in Bali. So I'm excited about the island life and seeing how that is. I try to do these lives not just for you all, but for my family. When they wake in the morning, they tend to watch my lives, and that lets them know that I'm safe and lets them see my face too. You have a nice day too, Ramaza. Oh, Brill, I am always very careful. I even talk about safety on some of my channels. Go back and watch some of my videos too. I won't. I won't never stop smiling. That's what keeps, and that's probably the people ask me what's the key to youthfulness, especially when I tell them my age, and I tell them that happiness. I do. Happiness is the key. Yeah. So, and happiness has a lot to do with being happy within, not just smiling. Because some people, like I think of my favorite actor and comedian, Robin Williams, who took his own life several years ago, and I loved him in his movies. But he was always a happy person every time I saw him. But whatever he was dealing with was internal. So I think about that and don't always assume because people are happy, they appear happy that they are. So you still need to check on those people as well. So, yes. But I'm glad to be back in Da Nang because it's beautiful, not only beautiful here, but I'm familiar with it and it's easy for me to walk. And I love to walk and explore. So every day that I go out, I walk around if the weather permits. And if not, I ride to a landmark and go indoors and show you all there. Um, so much to see here. And I'm only here for a couple of more weeks, and then I'm off to another country, and I'll be showing you that as well. So, no, right now I'm in a coffee shop, and it's called Cafe. I want to say that it's pronounced Phuong. So, Phuong, Cafe Phuong. It's my favorite coffee shop here in Da Nang, Vietnam. and I'm drinking salted coffee, which I love. It's very delicious. It comes iced or hot. I got hot. It's a little on the cooler side this morning. I would say about 70, 73 degrees, which is fine. Cafe Fu Fuong, Phuong is the name of it. And it's very aesthetic. But you know what? Not to, I love, this is my favorite, but not to put down any other, because I've been to several cafes here. And the thing is, there's lots of beautiful ones, lots of beautiful ones. So, what I would suggest, any country that you go to, especially in Southeast Asia, that you try different things, because this wasn't something a friend of mine met in Laos, Vietnam, told me about. So it was a personal recommendation. But I would say try different things, and you'll be very surprised when you try different things that you might find your own favorite. This happens to be mine, and a good friend of mine, shout out to Camilla. She's from Brazil, and she told me about this place, and it's been absolutely amazing. So I come here probably about 5 times a week. Yes, the owner knows me, and she's actually gonna let me buy a smaller um, bag of coffee to take home to my husband, who is he's a barista in his own right, because we have an espresso machine at home, and he loves coffee, so I know he's gonna love it. Now they don't sell alcohol here, but I'm sure you can go. They have lots of bars. I'm not a drinker, so I'm not sure, but they do sell coffee, alcohol beverages all over. So that is something that you might consider. All of you guys that are on here now, make sure you're following my channel so you can follow me during my journey. I'd love that. I'm trying to get my watch hours up um, so that this channel can be monetized. I do have some monetized channels, and I'm trying to do that with this one. So you're gonna be seeing my face more and more. So I'll try to stay on probably like an hour at a time. I'm here to answer any questions for free. Um, I will be soon providing consultations for people, that want more of a intimate um, one-on-one conversation, and it'll be affordable for people too. So I'm planning on doing that. I just have to have time to get it together, and it's hard when you travel living. You said take a little more. Oh, back. Okay, I can flip the camera. Sure. Let me take my thing off of here. Thank you. Did they fill up my? Let me clean off my lens for you guys. Sorry. And as you can see, that's my little. That's the coffee. I'm drinking the salted coffee. You can see the fish here. It's very beautiful. And there's people here engaging in conversations. And oh, yeah. And it's kind of like an indoor outdoor experience. So as you can see, the roof here is like overlapping. So if it does rain, it'll like come off the edge like a live edge. It's very cute. They have a bridge here, and it has the koi fish. Yeah, they have places where you can um, buy the fish and eat. These are just koi fish where you can for just for looks. You wouldn't eat these fish. No, they don't. They do sell food here though, but they have more of like a light lunch or something like that. Nothing that you would. But yeah, so it's very beautiful and yeah. All right, all right. So yeah, it's very nice. And if you're thinking about moving abroad, check out some of my videos because I do a lot of education, educating you on the different places that I've gone. And as I go, before I go, I usually put out an educational video. Okay, so right here now it is 9:53 a.m. So almost 10 a.m. in the morning. I know that where I'm from in Detroit, Michigan. What up, though? Shout out to Detroit. It is 12 hours difference. So it is 9:54 p.m. there. So what time is it in Rome? So yeah, every time I go to a different country or different city, I try to educate you as I'm educating myself because you have to learn when you go somewhere. I don't just go somewhere and not want to know about it. So I educate myself um, as I'm going to these countries, and I share that knowledge with you all. And so go and check out those videos. I'm enjoying this journey. I'm enjoying social media in a different way. This is my first channel that is not faceless. All of my channels. Oh, okay. So it is 15 hours different. Oh no, no. You said five. So what is that? 10, 7 hours difference. That's not too bad. Yeah, 7 hours difference. Okay. Yeah. So as I go to different countries, I try to, like I said, educate you as I'm educating myself, and I'm willing to help you if you have any questions on live. Um, I will be coming out, like I said, with a um, one-on-one consultation soon. I'm trying to develop that platform. I do a lot. I run my own business. I'm a journalist. I'm a content creator. So I do a lot. So I'm trying to balance all of this. Oh, and Russia, is it 9:55 a.m.? So it's the same time in Russia. Yeah, Russia is. I could see that. Hey, Aubrey, how are you? How are you? Oh, it's a.m. Okay. In Russia, it's in Rome. It's 3, 4. Okay. But in Russia, you're saying it's the same time as here, as it's 9:56 a.m. Oh my gosh, -30. And is that Fahrenheit? No, that's might be Celsius, huh? It don't matter. Either way, it's cold. Minus anything, it's cold. I'm not too interested in visiting cold places except for Alaska. I mean, that's absolutely beautiful. Me and my husband are actually going on an Alaskan cruise next year, so I'm excited for that. Um, Definitely something that I'm looking forward to. So I don't mind going on a cruise. Yeah, you got to get out and explore for a few hours and do some nice things. I think we're going to do one of those igloo hotels for a few hours and then we'll get back on our warm ship. So that's not too bad. But I don't want to be in the cold continuously. But to be honest, miss America, and I miss even the winter. It's weird, I know, but here they don't have like winter fashion, so they don't sell like coats and stuff like that too much. I mean, they wear coats now. This is considered winter, but I don't think they need it. Look how I'm dressing. So I mean, me, they might think that I'm underdressed, but it's 75-degree weather, you know. Oh, I think it might start raining a little bit. I'll have to look at the weather. Or maybe that's the waterfall I hear. You like the American mentality? Why so? Explain that. What do you mean by that? Especially, you said you're in Rome, correct? I would love to go there. I am a very spiritual person, so I would love to go to like the Catholic temples and see the beautiful architecture. And I love to draw, so I'm an art person. So I would love to see that. Hey, Break Forever, how are you? Where are you from? Thanks for joining in. I am in Da Nang, Vietnam, and I am at this my favorite coffee shop. Let me give you a look. You see the koi fish, very beautiful. I've been to Canada. Actually, Aubrey, let me give you a little education. So Detroit, Michigan, where I'm from, is about 30 minutes from Canada, from Windsor, Canada. So it's a border city. So it's very close. So I've been to Canada all my life. Toronto is about 4 hours from where I live. It's actually closer for me to get to a different country than a different state. So it's closer for me to go to Canada than it is to go to Ohio, which is a neighboring state, or Indiana or Illinois. So I believe you can feed the fish here. You could buy fish. I'm not sure. Some restaurants allow it. They didn't advertise for it. I was at the Koi Garden, a coffee shop in Ho Chi Minh City, and it is a place where you eat. I'll be coming out with a video about that soon. I do delay my videos, so you don't see them in real time for my safety. But it is a place where you could feed the fish, and they charge you like 10,000 Vietnamese dong, which is the equivalent of maybe 30 cents for, for a big tube of food, and you can feed the fish. Um, so, you know, they usually advertise it when you can. I try not to do anything unless it's like something advertised, but that's a good question. Maybe I'll ask them. I know the owner here. They're very nice, and maybe they will allow me to feed the fish. That's something I can do one day on the live. You guys got some good questions, though. So if you're thinking about traveling abroad, I've got lots of safety videos and things that you should consider, um, because you don't want to come over here blinded. And you want to educate yourself on any place that you're going to. Even if you're just going there for 2 weeks vacation, you want to look at the good, the bad, and the ugly. You want to look at scams that may happen. One thing I could tell you is that when you're traveling, whatever transportation app that you use, like here they have Grab, I think it may be Bolt, and those are the main two. I would say that if you're using those apps, to link a credit card to the app. Don't pay cash for the ride, because sometimes, depending on what driver that you get, they might try to add some fees and say, well, I took you on a toll road and you have to pay extra, or, you know, they're not as, there's room for error. But when you put your credit card on the app, then whatever they say they're going to charge you, that's it. So you just get in the car, go to your location, and get out. And so I think that's a safer way for international travelers or people that are not from that country to travel. And that way you don't have to worry about, them adding charges. So that is definitely something that I would do. You need both credit cards and cash. With that being said, banking, you would, I would say, get you an international card that reimburses you for ATM fees. I have two that are excellent. I have a Fidelity card that I mostly use, and then I have a Charles Schwab card that is my backup card. So those two cards are great because they reimburse you monthly of all ATM fees. Since I've been traveling, I've had maybe 100 and something dollars of just ATM fees. So I would have had to pay that out of pocket if I didn't have those cards because they reimbursed me. So that's something to consider. And try to get as much as it allows you to get at one time. So that way you don't have to keep going to the ATM. And with that being said, for ATM fees, make sure that you you consider going to an ATM that's attached to a bank, or or even in the airport, if you got reimbursement, and don't accept their conversion rate, say no on that. So, there's a couple of things. And like I said, soon I'll be coming out with a one-on-one consultation to help people that want to travel abroad, because I think it's things that you need to know internationally, um, and need to consider if you are traveling abroad. This coffee is so sweet. And I'm considering just getting like Americano, like black coffee, to kind of offset um, the sweetness today. I don't know why it's sweet today like that. Hey, Tyler. I don't know why it's so sweet today like that, but that's okay. I'm going to turn this around so you guys can see a little bit more of the scenery. It is delicious. And then maybe you can see me as hold on, I'm trying to turn you to the entrance. And then you can see the. Mhm. Hi. Do you have just black coffee? Yeah, that's all I want because it's a little sweet today. Just hot, no sugar. Um, no, I don't. I got six for here. Thank you. Okay, I'm back. So I got some black coffee because my salted coffee is very, very strong and sweet today, which is not usually the case. So I think they was a little heavy on the sugar. So next time I'm gonna try to tell them to balance it. What little stars? Oh yeah, I see. Okay, I didn't really notice them until you said that, Aubrey. Yeah, they are cute. And stars and the moon, the little lights, they're really nice. It is very delicious. It was a little stronger than I like, but what I did is I got some black coffee to kind of offset it. Now this is really, really probably going to be the strongest coffee I ever had. So I'm glad I'm having it before noon, so it won't keep me up. But it is very strong. But I'm gonna pour some of this salted coffee in the black coffee, which will take the bitterness away. So I'm gonna try my little concoction and see how it is. But I think she's coming with it now. So and then it looks like it's like a half a cup. It's just espresso by itself. So thank you. Oh, I can make it iced. Oh, thank you. So this is the coffee that they give me. See? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this into the espresso. Hold on, let me show you guys. Okay, so this is my coffee. So I'm taking this coffee and I'm going to pour it in there, right? And that's going to help with the, because it's so sweet. So I'm trying something a little, there we go. Let's see. And it's even still sweet. So you can imagine how sweet it was before. Much better, much better. Now I can deal with that. Before, that was a bit much. So yeah, that was a good move to do that. So next time I'll do that. And then even with that, with those 2 cups of coffee, it was about $2.50 total USD, you know? So it was definitely worth it. And then they gave me ice. So when it gets too cold, Then I could just pour it in the ice and make iced coffee, which is cold now, so I might do that. There we go. That way I got ice and hot. And of course, I had a little spill, and I don't like messy stuff. But look, I keep these wipes with me here too, and these were like 20 cents at the store, and they're really good to have because some not to all the time in Southeast Asia do they have um, tissue in the bathrooms, so it's good to bring your own. So I always keep wipes, and I keep these for other things, like if I have a spill or for my hands and different things like that. And I keep hand sanitizer. There's just certain things I think as a lady didn't have anything to do with being an American, but as a lady that I like to do. But yeah, see now I got iced coffee too. Very wonderful. So yeah, I don't know who's gonna come on here, but I'm gonna be on here for another 15 minutes. I try to be on for an hour at a time. As I said, I'm trying to work on my watch hours and be available to answer any questions for anyone that's interested in moving abroad or just wants some general knowledge. Because to be honest, there's not a lot of people that look like me that are out here in Southeast Asia, not melanated people or people of color. There's lots of European people and maybe even other Asians like Indians and Malaysians, and they're considered people of color, but they're already from this part of the world, or they're from Australia, places like that, that are very close, but not from the United States. I hardly see many. Actually, I met a nice guy at the airport when I was coming from Ho Chi Minh City. He was from Alaska, and he was melanated brother, so it was good to see him. And we talked for a minute. We were in the line checking our luggage in, and that's another thing when you're traveling and you've got two luggage and all of that. You want to make sure that you either have your luggage in your hotel, have a hotel where you can keep your luggage, or you get luggage storage. So that depends on your budget and how long you're going to go to places. But I would say you should have luggage storage, um, which is very inexpensive. I think one luggage storage place that I know of here in Da Nang, it's $10 a month for up to 4 items. And the first month, I think you had to pay like $40, so it was a little more expensive for the first month. But every month after that, it's like $10 a month. So that's very reasonable. So if you're considering traveling long term, you might just want to do carry on. And carry on is only like 7 kilograms. So you'll have to travel very light. I think my if I take my laptop, it makes everything overweight. So I think you get a personal item and a check luggage, but it has to be no more than seven. So I have a luggage scale. That's something you should also invest in. And with my luggage scale, I make sure I weigh everything and just make sure your carry-on's no more than 7 kilograms. And if I can do it, you can do it. So I just take enough items that I can kind of do a capsule wardrobe. So whatever I'm wearing, that's the heaviest clothing. So if I take jeans, then I'll wear my jeans and I'll put leggings under it. So that's two outfits. And then I may wear two shirts. I'll tie a jacket around my waist and wear a jacket. So those things can help you with the weight. And then for your personal purse and everything, I put some of my vlogging equipment in there, like my DJI camera and stuff like that. Hey Tyler, I'm sorry. And so I put my heavy stuff in my personal bag, and my carry-on. Make sure it's no more than 7 kilograms, and have you a scale, and even put your scale in your personal bag because it can have some weight to it. So there's certain tricks and stuff I've learned along the way to make traveling easier. You don't want anything heavy. Now, I know in Vietnam, when you leave, not when you're coming in, when you're leaving Vietnam, they check the size of your carry-on. If you're flying through their company, one of their airlines, like Viet Jet or something like that, they weigh your items that you carry on. Most airlines don't. In fact, that's the only one I've noticed that does is Vietnam. So with them, I would say you have to make sure that you're not overweight, or they will charge you for that, and it's not cheap. So just consider that. So that's something to consider. This coffee was so sweet. I don't know what the deal was today. Maybe because I got it iced and I didn't get it hot. I mean, I got it hot and didn't get it iced. I think the ice kind of, you know, puts the water like, you know, dilutes it a little bit. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. So maybe that's something to consider too. But yeah, I thank you guys for coming on with me today. It's been absolutely wonderful sharing my experience with you all, meeting new friends, and I feel like I'm not alone on this journey. Even though my family isn't always with me, I have family meeting me along the way on these different countries that I go to. And so I get to spend individual time with those family members, which, in my opinion, is truly a blessing. Not everybody gets that. You know, a cousin here, aunt here, and experiences, because that's the thing that you kind of dread. And when the traveler's depression sets in, is when you don't have family to share those thoughts with. Thank you for the heart. I appreciate that. That's beautiful. So I'm going to be on here for about 10 minutes, and then I am going to the ATM, not being careful not to get too much money because I'm going to a different country. And that's one thing you have to know how to gauge it. Well, what do I spend in a week? Because you don't want to have too much money left over, because then when you leave that country, you'll have to go exchange it, and sometimes the exchange, it doesn't favor you depending on the currency that you have. Is it Chris or Chavis? It is 10:21 a.m. here in Da Nang, Vietnam. Where are you from, and what time is it where you are? Tyler, do you love North Carolina? Because I have family and friends there, so I'm absolutely considering it. Oh, Chi-Town, that's the neighbor. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, so that's like our cousin city, Chicago. What up, though? That's what we say in Detroit. So, um, have you ever been to Detroit? That's cool. Most people from Chi-Town have been to Detroit, and most people from Detroit have been to Chi-Town. Oh, that's cool. Yes. Well, welcome to Da Nang, Vietnam with me, and I've been enjoying my time here um, in this beautiful country of Vietnam. And right now I'm in Da Nang, and I love it. It's beautiful here. The only thing is that's missing here is my family. And so that's the thing about traveling. When you're travel living, like traveling more than 90 days, I would say, that's what makes it harder that you don't get to. And I'm a married woman, a seasoned woman. I have grown children, and I'm going to be a grandma soon. So that is something that I think about more and more is family. And I wish that I could bring my family on every journey, but I can't. But maybe one day I'll be able to do that. Uh, I'm waiting for that financial blessing to be able to bring my entire family abroad. That would be such a blessing. Um, but me and my family are planning to go to South Korea and Japan next year, so that'll be cool. We can all do that, and I'm really looking forward to that. Hey, Sarah Smith, how are you? Thanks for joining the live. Where are you from? Welcome to Da Nang, Vietnam. Let me show you guys this beautiful scenery. Let me flip my camera around. I am at my favorite coffee shop here in Da Nang, which is Cafe uh, Phuong. I think that's how you pronounce the name. And it has these beautiful koi fish here, and there's a little pond here. As you can see, a live roof, and beautiful. Yes, and I have some iced salted coffee, and they give you green tea with every purchase, and they refill it. And then you see people are here. You got a lot of digital nomads that hang out here, and people that are just wanting to just chill out and enjoy the scenery. Oh, you're from Ann Arbor. I love Ann Arbor. That's our neighbor. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. So that is definitely a place that I go to a lot and love Ann Arbor. Love Ann Arbor. Go U of M. My son's my oldest son's girlfriend um, goes to U of M, and he graduated from Michigan State. So even though they're rivals, we kind of are family divided, but we love both, so we split it. Yeah, it's cold, and well, you know what? Actually, they're telling me that it's like 50 degrees in Detroit right now, so it's not really that cold for, I mean, for January. I mean, it's kind of different. So they're bragging about the weather there. What's the weather in Chi-Town? Sarah, what's the weather in Ann Arbor? You were 50 today. Oh, that's a blessing. I remember when I turned 50, I'm 52, and I had a really, really cool birthday party. Shout out um, to a very wonderful friend of mine named Amy. She works at one of the only women owned distilleries in downtown Plymouth. And, oh, you said it ain't 80. I know. That's true. So I did a 1930s themed party at her distillery. It was so cool. So me and my husband, I was like Marilyn Monroe. I had this blonde, like what do you call a finger wave wig? It was so cute, and I had on the 1930s dress and with the fishnet stockings and old style purse and a jewelry, and it was so cool. And all my friends that came, they dressed in the theme too. And I just remember that being a wonderful time. And um, I was an end of life midwife, so I worked at a Lutheran church, and they gave me a party. So it was kind of like a live, I don't want to say funeral, but it was a time where they can talked about you. It was at the church, and everybody came and they said beautiful things about me. So that was a beautiful time. Hey, Maurice, how are you? How are you? Remind me where you from. I know you've been on here before, but I got that old lady memory a little bit. So. Help me out with this. Some people I remember, some I don't. Lord, Lord. Oh my God. That's my brother, my Chi-Town brother. Chevis is from Chi-Town as well. He's on here. How are you? How you been? I haven't been on in a couple of days because I was in Ho Chi Minh City and I was working. And I really struggled there. I struggled with traveler's depression. Oh, San Francisco. That's what's up. Yeah, my daughter, she loves San Diego. And how far is that from San Diego? She loves that. Thank you, Maurice. Thank you. I love the ma. That's so cute. Because look, I told my daughter I'm going to be a grandma soon. And I told her that me and my husband, we want to be called G Ma and G Pop. So I'm going to get some shirts made that say G Ma, I'm a G Ma. And he's going to be G Pop. So I think that's so cute that you say Ma. This is going to be G Ma. So that's cute. Like GMA, like Good Morning America. Yes, Sarah, I do. I'm a journalist. I'm a travel content creator, and I do everything travel. So right now I'm in Southeast Asia, and that's what I do. I travel to different countries abroad, and bring that to people that are really like in the middle of their life more so. Because you don't see us represented a lot. A lot of travelers you see are backpackers that are like 20 to maybe 29. Um, so I kind of let you know that regardless of your age, that you can still do it and have grown children, and even when you're married. So um, yeah, so check out my videos and make sure you're all subscribed to the channel too. Thank you. Okay, yeah. So that's what I do, and it's been difficult. I will. I don't get paid. Um, to do this. I have monetized channels where I don't show my face, but on this channel it's not monetized yet. So trying to prove to myself that I can show my face and still benefit from it because I've never done that before. But yeah, so it's just been an amazing experience. I'm learning as I go. I have so many tips to share with you guys. And just not wanting you to make the same mistakes that I made. And and not charge for that information, unless, of course, you want a personal consultation. I'm working on that platform now. I have so many jobs, I got to be careful with my time. Oh, 9 hours. Wow. That's a long way. It's kind of like Michigan. So, Michigan, we have a lower and upper peninsula, and it's easier for me to get to another country than it is to the upper peninsula, which may be 15 hours away. But I can go to Canada in 30 minutes and be in Windsor, Canada, or I can go to Toronto, Canada in 4 hours. So it's a border city, Detroit, which I love because we can get to a different. I can go over to Canada and go to Caesar's Palace casino if I want to and stay there and it felt like a staycation almost. And it's only 45 minutes away from my front door. Yeah, so that is really cool. But yeah, so let me show you all for you that haven't seen the scenery of the coffee shop that I'm at. It's very outdoorsy. They have a live roof here. You see the water dripping and the beautiful koi fish in the pond. Very nice. People sitting here. This is a nice place for digital nomads to come. You can use the Wi-Fi here and sit and just kind of relax and enjoy the beautiful scenery and enjoy the people. Yeah, it is very beautiful. And they have like my table, I have flowers on here and then I can set up here. Um, and it's really cool. It's really nice. Nobody bothers you. I know the owner, and they don't mind me doing my thing here, and so that's really beautiful. Yeah, it is very beautiful, and the people are very kind. Hey, Sebastian. Yes, and not only did I see fireworks on the Da Nang Bridge and by the Da Nang Beach, the Mikey Beach, they had a drone show. It was absolutely breathtaking. I think I posted it on one of my shorts on this channel, so check that out if you haven't. But it was beautiful. The drone show was amazing. I never seen anything like that. And we do have drone shows in Detroit, but I wouldn't say it was as elaborate as this. This was like no other, bar none. I mean, it was, very nice, very nice. Yes, yes. So you know what I mean. In Asia, the drone shows are like no other, and they're free. I try to encourage people, not to always spend so much money, but to enjoy the free experiences. Like when I went to Ho Chi Minh City, I went to the War Remnant Museum. It was probably $2 or under $2. Yeah, maybe $1.50 USD to go, which is pretty much free. And the experience was amazing. And I'll have a video about that coming later. But it talked about the Vietnam War, not just from a US perspective, it was like both, and it showed how it affected the locals and how it affected Americans, which I thought was amazing. It was very emotional. They showed, how Agent Orange affected um, the Vietnamese as well as Americans. And I know that my uncle was in the Vietnam War. He passed away, my uncle Marzine. And it talked about how people were affected by Agent Orange. And I know that he was a victim of that Agent Orange that was used during the Vietnam War. And so it was just very educational and it was really kind of sad too. So, but it was something that you can do. It's not expensive. I also went to the Saigon post office, which was really amazing. I never thought I'd have so much fun at a post office, but it's a historical post office. I think it was built in like the 1800s or something. And it's still operational. So I bought some really, really beautiful postcards from there that were hand painted. And I sent them to my family. So I sent them to my mom, my brother, and my husband and the kids. And I mailed it. And it was under $2 to mail them. And I thought that was really cool because that's a gift in itself to be able to mail something like that to the people you love. So that's something that you can do that's not very expensive. You can also walk. I walk a lot. I walk um, here a lot, especially in Da Nang. It's a walking city. So you can walk along the beach, that's free, and you see so many things. There's so many small businesses that that you could buy like smoothies from, and that helps the economy here as well. So it's a beautiful thing to experience that. And then there's coffee shop culture. There's the food is amazing here. And my family is from Thailand, and I'm not really a fan of the Thai food. It's very, very spicy, and I do like spicy, but a different kind of spicy. This is more indigestion spicy. So, and I've loved the experience here. I love the massages more here. The Thai massages are a little too rough for me. I love the Vietnamese style, more relaxation massages. I love the hair washing places. They have places all over that shampoo your hair. And I went to the Maha. spa, which I love, and they washed my hair. You guys aren't gonna believe this, for 75 minutes. It was a 21 step treatment and it was like about $20 USD. They washed my hair, scratched my scalp. It promotes growth and just nourishes your hair. They put all of these natural things and herbs and my hair. They steamed it. Now they don't style your hair because they don't know how to do uh, African American kinky curly hair. And I would say my hair is texture is like 4A, 4B, or sometimes 4C. I think it's all of those three combined. So they don't know how to do my hair. So I did bring like my own hair mask and my own leave-in conditioner and some hair products of my own I brought. But I let them use all of their other stuff, shampoo and everything, and it worked out really good. Actually, it kind of helped my hair, and I brought my own detangling brush and stuff. Yeah, yeah. So what I would say is bring your if you're traveling abroad, Sebastian, bring your own hair products in travel size so that when they you don't want to bring big bottles of stuff. That way when it's gone, you could just toss it and just have multiple ones. That's what I did. So I brought my own hair products like leave-in conditioner, like curl cream and curl puddings and hair mask. I bought travel sizes of that. Like I love this one by Shea Moisture I brought. And then that way, when you take it to these salons where I get my hair shampooed, they use it and just toss it. So it's not something that I got to keep moving back with me. So I would recommend that you do that. No, I bring everything with me because it's too expensive to buy things like that here and get it shipped. You got to pay shipping costs. That's why I'm saying I packed my hair products and my um, skincare. I got all travel size, or I put it in a travel container, and that because that's all you need. And that way you haven't. I brought enough to last me for a year. And as you go to certain countries, they will have certain things that you can restock on, like Malaysia, for instance. They do have products for our hair there. They also do have plus size clothing there. So plus size is considered any size over a size 8 USD. I know and I wear a 14, so I'm like really plus size in Asia. So consider that. Well, in a year, I don't think I run out. But if you bring a year worth of samples, and because I have black hair, I don't have to wash my hair more than I would say every 10 days. And I'm not like in the swimming pool all the time and stuff like that. And I take care of my hair and I get it professionally washed. So I would say that if you have enough products to last, and as you go and travel different places and you go to 7-Eleven and different places, you'll notice that they may have a few of your products. So you can re-up as you go. It's just not everywhere and widely available. That's the best way I can describe it. So I don't think you'll run out, but you just got to keep your eye open. Okay, well, this place, like at this certain mall I go to, I noticed that they had some Shea Moisture products. So then I could buy those. And then you'll find like Sephora's and different things like that where they have a lot of travel size products and you can re-up on a lot of the things there. You know what I mean? So you won't run out, but what I'm saying is make sure you come with it. Don't come here trying to find it because then you'll run into problems. But you should be able to, for the most part, to re-up on those items. So yeah, that won't be a problem. Also, skincare over here is freaking amazing. So I do use a certain product for my skin. I think it's in my link tree. Um, and I use Anua, which is made over here in Southeast Asia. I think it's Korea, and they have really amazing products. I don't wear makeup or anything, so what you see is what you get. Um, and the products here have really helped my skin, enhanced my skincare routine. And instead of spending time on makeup, I think you should invest that time into skincare, and you'll notice that you won't need, um, stuff like that. I used to have like a lot of darkness and discoloration around my eyes, and because I've taken time with my skincare, I really don't have that problem. So, those are things that you might want to consider while traveling abroad, especially Asia. The skincare over here is amazing. I get facials every week. The facials are very inexpensive, like $10, and I bring my own products for those facials, like my own toner, my own serum, and my own moisturizer and things like that. I let them use their mask and things like that. But for the most part, um, I get a facial every week. I get my hair washed like every 10 days. Like I said, at this spa where they do a 21 step treatment, wash my hair for 75 minutes. And it just like helps you mentally. I mean, if you have not had anything until you have had your hair washed for 75 minutes. And that's all they do. And then all I do is I bring my own detangling brush, and I know how to, you know, um, detangle my hair from the ends to the root. And so I bring my own brush and I brush it out. And then after they do it, I have them put oil on my scalp, and they treat my scalp, and it's amazing, But you do have to um, you bring your own stuff if you've got, like I said, if you've got kinky hair, like I got a combination hair. Like at the roots, my hair is 4C, which is very kinky, and then right here, like the middle part of my hair, it's like um, 4B, and then the ends is more 4A, so where I can have more length. But my hair is like three different textures, maybe four, and in the back, it's probably like 3C. So depending on what type of hair you got, but you can't get more curly than 4C, I don't believe. Some people joke and say 4Z because they say they have, yeah. Well, you probably do too, Sebastian. You just don't realize it. But if you touch your hair throughout your hair, you'll feel different textures. And I went to a place over here in Southeast Asia. I forget the country. I travel too much. But they did a scalp analysis. So they put you under this like microscope and they tell you, um, your problem areas with your hair and the different textures. And yeah, I have like four different textures of hair. And you'll be surprised. I probably wouldn't have known that. But I was wondering, like, gosh, my son does too, my baby. All my kids do, but my son definitely does. He has hair like me, like his hair at the root is very, very kinky. As he got the tightest curl, and then as it grows out, it changes textures, and you can almost see like kinky, like 4C, 4B, 4A. You could see it, so it's crazy. I don't think my hair is really that long, but no, I haven't. I did a big chop in 2014, and I had like the Florida Evans afro. That's when my hair was like all 4C because it was more the root. So it was about like the shrinkage was like about here. It was like a little afro all around. And so I used to relax my hair because everybody wanted straight hair back in the 1900s. So I would relax my hair. It was very damaged. And so I don't know when it was, but I saw a lady Um, this is when the internet first started getting popular. She was like, when you cut your hair, you kind of shed a lot of your ownness and get into the newness. And so I was like, you know what? I don't want um, to have all this damage on my hair. And I had stopped wearing relaxers and it was all damaged on the ends. I said, let me just cut it off. So I had a little afro. And then that was 2014. So that was what, 12 years ago? And so, yeah, my hair grew substantially because of that, because I stopped putting relaxers and chemicals in my hair and start, you know, letting it be more natural and using more natural and products that were designed for my nationality and texture for people of color. You know what I mean? And then as I started doing that, I started seeing the real curl pattern because I never even knew that I had curly hair. Back then I used to just say it was nappy, which was horrible. Now people compliment me on my hair all the time. But when it was straight and I was putting all the chemicals in my hair, nobody ever said anything. When I had like a mushroom or things like that, you know, I'm about to go walking soon. I've been over here longer than I thought I'd be, but I have enjoyed you guys. And I'm going to come back on a little later. I'm going to go to the ATM and get some cash. And I'm going to come back on later, probably when I'm in my hotel room and answer some questions that you all may have. And I like to give you all different scenery. It's kind of boring in my hotel room, but that's the time where I could sit down, chill, and answer any questions that you all may have. And if there's any topics that you think I should talk about a little more, let me know. And I love to do that. You have a good day too, Sebastian. And God bless you all. And thank you for joining.